Now we are going to show you the process. The first step is to weigh out the water, and this is the cylinder that we use for that. We take it and fill it up with hot water. The temperature of the water is almost at boiling temperature, and then what we do is we pour it into a stainless steel cup and weigh out more. We need approximately 250 milliliters. Just 50 milliliters of hot water. We place the magnetic stirrer into the stainless steel cup and put it on the magnetic stirrer heater plate, which is already set at high temperature, and we'll wait until it boils. While we are waiting for the water to boil, we can look at the pickling powder that already has the color, natural color and natural flavor in it, and we use a pre-measured amount to put into the hot water to make the brine. While we are waiting for the water to boil, we can also prepare the vinegar. We need approximately 70 milliliters, and we use the cylinder to measure the part. Now we have the 70 milliliters of vinegar weighed in, and we are ready to make the brine as soon as it starts to boil. Once we add the powder, we have to start stirring it, and we have to make sure that it completely dissolves. So we stir it as long as it's necessary. And then when that's done, we'll be adding the vinegar. And once the water starts to boil, we start to stir it and turn the stirrer on. Okay, we add the pickling powder. And keep stirring. Continue stirring with heat until you are sure that the pickling powder is thoroughly dissolved. Once you are certain that the pickling powder is thoroughly dissolved, you can add the vinegar, and that's what we are going to do now. Pour it in and keep stirring to make sure it is also completely dispersed. And then once that's done, turn off the magnetic stirrer, turn the heat off, and the brine is made. Now we are going to set up our ultrasonic bath. First, the temperature we set at 65 degrees centigrade, and that's what we are doing now. And that's set. Then we'll set the time, which is here, and then we'll set it at 5 minutes. And then when that's all set, we go back, and we make sure that every setting is done. And then we pour a little bit of hot water into the bottom of the ultrasonic bath. And the next step is to use the brine. But before we use it, we have to remove the magnetic stirrer, which we're doing now. We are pouring the brine into a heat-resistant jar that we use to make the pickle. Yeah. And then put this jar into the ultrasonic heat treatment bath. Fill up the bath with hot water. And part of this process aims at removing all the air from this jar, and that's what we are doing by hooking up the vacuum pump to the jar, and that's done mechanically. This switch activates the ultrasonic bath, and this switch turns on the vacuum. And the whole process under vacuum and ultrasonic takes 5 minutes. Now we are going to take the pickles out, already finished, totally processed, and compare them with the fresh cucumbers or the quarters that we started out with. These are the fresh cucumbers that we use to make these pickles. Let me show you the difference of really these are after 5 minutes completely cured, finished pickle. What I would like to show is the actual difference between the processed, fully cured pickles and the fresh quartered cucumbers. As you could see, there is no air or anything that's left from the fresh cucumbers, and the color is already fully developed and the flavor is already fully developed. Everything is as finished pickles should be.